Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to some more Terracards madness. That's right folks, the long-awaited 1.3 update. It's here, it's available, it is good to go, it's right on Steam right now. So go and get yourself a copy if you don't have one yet. And enjoy this fun and unique game that frankly got a whole lot better with the 1.3 update, I must admit. Now, it has been a grip. It has been some time since we have played Terracards here on the channel. Like you, I was waiting for the 1.3 update, and I'm really excited about it. So let me detail some of the changes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the Steam update notes. We'll just briefly go over some of the changes, and then we'll get into a new run here and test out some of the new features. So let me pull up the Steam notes right about now. So you're probably wondering what's new. Well, for starters, and this is no small task, folks, this game has been completely rewritten from the ground up, and it now uses GameMaker instead of Godot, which will give stability improvements to the game. It will give you a smoother gameplay experience, and it will also work to eliminate the critical late game lag issues experienced by previous versions of Terracards, right? So that's a great improvement, definitely the focus of this update here, and I want to give a huge shout out to the development team for making this happen. You have heard the feedback from the community, and frankly, you've done something about it. That's awesome. You don't always get that. So that's awesome, and we thank you. We also have nerd mode back, which is great. I love me some nerd mode. We have a new discover screen, so think the encyclopedia essentially. And the game over screen now shows a lot of cool information. Hopefully we don't encounter the game over screen too often here on the channel, but if we do, at least we get some cool information as a nice little consolation. Another huge addition is achievements. So achievements is essentially a metagame being added to Terracards, which is really exciting stuff. And it goes much further than just, a little banner on Steam or bragging rights on Steam, right? There's actually real incentive to unlock these achievements because they become global buffs later on. That's right, they will buff up your overall profile. So there's great incentive to get these achievements unlocked. We'll get a little more into that in just a little bit. Another big change here is the addition of characters. So this is a really cool idea. I really like this idea. And 1.3 currently has 4 different characters to choose from. And each character will have their own unique gameplay style and different starting hand. Now they're not going to just give you all 4 characters to use right away. Instead, you will have to unlock some characters through achievements, which is exciting. But I really like this change. I really think it adds a lot to this game, for sure. Have you ever wondered what modded Terracards might look like? Well, it's not available in this current iteration of the game, but there is plans for mod support in a future release. Super exciting. One can only dream about the capabilities of a modded Terracards experience. And looking forward, what's next? Well, I think it's important to call out that 1.3 doesn't necessarily add a bunch of new content to the game by way of new cards, new structures, etc., etc. The main focus of 1.3 is to get the game stabilized, right? To fix the performance issues, to get the game performing better, to sort of build a platform to add more content to. And based on these notes here, they did just that. But looking forward, we can expect new animals like unicorns, electric chickens, electric rabbits, perhaps, in future content updates. So super cool. Looking forward to it. And that pretty much wraps up the update notes here. So the first thing that probably hops out to you is the groovy new tune by Patient Asian. Shout out to you, my friend. Great job on this new soundtrack. I'm really digging it. I'm really jamming out here in my seats. And secondly, you probably noticed the achievements menu. So let's click in here and get a feel for what this is. So the achievements menu is, like I said, the metagame, right? And you can see these different achievements. So you have to meet these different objectives, right? And the cool thing about it is, and I did unlock this one, 7 Seas Explorer level 1. All you need is 25 islands. You'll get that in basically any playthrough. But the reason I wanted to unlock it is to show you how the metagame actually works. So once we have an achievement unlocked, as you can see, it does have a next level. So 85 islands is level 2, right? And then there's probably a level 3, maybe 4 or 5. Or at least potentially there will be. But regardless, it has a global effect. So we can choose to bring this one into a map with us. And the effect will have a 10% discount on new island purchases. So that's really cool. This is a great new feature to this game, and I'm really digging it. And it also gives you, other things to sort of specialize your run to, right? Like if you wanted to do a sheep run to get Architect of Utopia unlocked, you can certainly do that, and so on and so forth for all of these cool ones here. So that is amazing. That is great. I love it for this game especially. So that's achievements. Let's hop on into a new farm here, and I will show you some of the new features. I especially want you to pay attention to just how smooth the game feels, right? How the performance seems to have increased pretty greatly. So let's click play. Let's go new farm, and you will see the character selection screen here. So these are the characters available in the game. Right now there are 4. Obviously 3 are locked. And to unlock this character, we need to have 50 trees on the farm. For this one, 50 sheep. For this one, get to turn 80 without any animals on the farm. So I think for this run today, we can focus on getting this character unlocked. I think that makes a lot of sense. But for now, we're going to have to go with the regular, which is the normal character. Starts off with the wheat, the water wells, the cows, and the small fences, of course. And that is your typical starting deck. But really cool adding the elements of characters to this game. I think it's awesome. And the prompt is to select the coolest one. Well, we only have the regular for right now, so we're going to rock and roll with this. And like I said, we're going to go for turn 80 animal, or a turn 80 non-animal run. So a veganism run essentially. So let's do that. And this is where you can select your global buff, right? Your achievement. We're of course going to go with 7 Seas Explorer, because that's all we have available to us right now. It looks like we can bring a max of 3 into it. And it's cool that these will actually upgrade for you. That's a really cool feature. I really like that. So continuing, the farm name. How about 1.3? Let's go. That's right. 1.3, let's go. And boy, is it good to have some Terracards back on the channel here, folks. Like I said, I was awaiting the 1.3 update, and I know, at least based on the Discord activity, there's a lot of folks excited about this, and for good reason. So the game might appear just a little bit different, and that's because the game engine, of course, has changed. Let's take a peek at the new encyclopedia. This is a pretty big upgrade as well. So we now have a slider bar, right? And the ability to search things, okay? So you can search basically what you're looking for, and it will pull it up for you by keyword. Very, very cool. You might notice a new card here. Not quite sure how to unlock it. You might notice a new resource here. The luxury cloth for 500 gold a unit. I would like to do a game-breaking build with this one of these days. Got to figure out how to get that wolf, though. That's for sure. As far as other new features, I mean, or new cards, I should say, there hasn't been a ton added, but that's alright. Like I explained, 1.3 was all about... Wait, what's this? Unlocked by Noah's Ark. Have 30 different animals on the farm. Okay. Well, that's certainly something we can try for as well. But like I said, the 1.3 update was more about just getting the game code revamped into the new system so the game operates better. It will create a platform for the development team to add a bunch more content to it, including modding capabilities. So let's just rock and roll. Let's knock off the rust. I mean, I haven't played Terracards in quite a while, so don't go too hard on me in the comments here. This is very much a learning process for me all over again. So for those of you who have played this new version of Terracards, please do let me know your thoughts. Let me know in the comments section what your thoughts are. Do you like the changes? What needs to be fixed? I mean, obviously with basically a game relaunch in a brand new system, you are going to encounter bugs, right? And if you encounter those bugs, just go on the Discord and report those bugs. It will make the overall game just better, right? And the community has been pretty darn good about that. But what are you enjoying about this? Do you notice the difference in performance? Do you notice that the game runs a little bit smoother? I certainly do. I mean, the game absolutely does run smoother. And that's great to see. Like, you really love to see that. I think it was a very necessary upgrade to this game. And I know the development team It was a pretty arduous task to kind of rewrite all of the code into a new system, right? Definitely something I don't envy, so I already said this once, but props to the development team for all your work on this. Really shows that they care about the game, and more importantly, they care about the community and the feedback of the community. So what are we doing here, folks? Well, we're not using animals at all. And this wouldn't be really anything new, right? A veganism run. I think history shows that a veganism run can be very, very strong. Well, it certainly is, right? But now we have incentive to do so, and that's to, of course, unlock a new character. So you couple that with achievements, and you have yourself a lot of added-in replayability. So really good work, really smart idea by the development team in going, this route with it. It does make it feel more like a roguelike, right? And that's a good thing. We like roguelikes here on this channel. And if you like Terracards here, folks, and maybe you're new to this channel, or you're just kind of looking for information about the newest update of the game, and you like this game, well, we do play this game here on the channel, and we're going to resume doing so here. So if you like Terracards and you want to see some runs, click that subscribe button right here to this channel, because I gotcha. In fact, I've got a very large playlist of a bunch of other iterations, of the previous versions of this game. A lot of fun, wacky stuff happened in those runs. If you want to check them out, feel free to do so. But otherwise, like I said, we are going to continue to play 1.3 and onward. Really excited to see what happens with this game. For our first essence reward here, we have 3 choices: Dealer's Hand, Home Sweet Home, and Arboreal Bounty. I'm going to go with Arboreal Bounty. It does make the most sense with a non-animal build. So let's do that. And then Blue Wheat is what I was waiting for. That's why I was drawing through all my cards. Want to get some Blue Wheat down, of course. And then I need to get a watery tree really before I go any further. We don't want to run out of water. That is not good to run out of water. Just have so many sunflowers here. We'll do it. We'll go with some more sunflowers. You fine folks know that I like me some sunflowers, or maybe you don't. And if you don't, well, now you do. Alright, let's get that watery tree in hand. And what I want to do with the watery tree is really take advantage of Arboreal Bounty. Good stuff. Alright, what else do we have here? Let's roll a little bit. Definitely, we're going to get a corn operation going on here for sure. Just got to get that watery tree in our hands. That elusive watery tree, I tell ya. One of my favorite cards, though, still to this day. The watery tree. Alright, wheats, carrot, water chicken. It's getting expensive to re-roll. We get another watery tree. We get more blue wheat here. I would argue that the blue wheat is more critical. So let's go ahead and just continue to play our blue wheat. And you're going to see the effect of the watery tree, sunflower, and blue wheat combo here. You're going to be able to witness that firsthand. So I think what I'll do here is, we could go grapes. Yeah, I'll go grapes. Sure thing. Let's get a watery tree, though. What do you say, game? I've got 3 of them sitting in my hand. Can I just get 1? So I can expand more? What do you say? More sunflowers. My goodness. I don't recall ever having this many opening sunflowers. Field Grapes, Peanut Fest, or we have Chicken in the Corn. So this is a new essence reward here. Plus 30 most used resource cost to chickens. But plus 30 production per island with just corns in a 2-island range. Okay. So that means you want to get your beasted up corn islands around your chickens, and they will realize a plus 30 production boost. But it will also increase their upkeep by plus 30. Gotta be careful with that one. We're gonna go Peanut Fest though, because we are not gearing this build toward animals at all. In fact, we really just need a watery tree, if I'm being honest. My goodness. Alright, the watery tree's it's gotta pop up eventually. We're getting quite unlucky here. Antenna. It's non-invasive. We could go with the antenna. Alright, there we go. Now, this is the power of Arboreal Bounty sunflowers, and the blue wheat. So plus 236 water here, and this is the new nerd mode as well. So you can click this and it will show you, obviously the negatives are, you know, your water upkeep. The positives are water production, right? So we get 239 from this watery tree right here. Very strong. And then likewise for energy production or, you know, usage, fuel, and just overall production, right? So these are sellable goods here. So really cool stuff. I like what they did with nerd mode. I think it makes a lot of sense. But what this is going to allow us to do is, of course, just take our build to the next level here. We can get some more sunflowers in. And of course, as we do that, our water production goes up. So does our energy. Got a biofuel generator here. That's a pretty strong one to get. Do we need a lot of fuel, though? I'll certainly take it. It's a good card to just have on hand. And if it's as strong as it historically has been, I think that's the right choice. Let's add some more sunflowers. We only have like 30 of them, right? And then I think we can start a grape island right here as well. A steep 8100 does come out of the bank here though, and we're going to have to be grinding for our resources here. And that of course means corn. Silo. Could certainly go silo here. I do like the silo combined here with this build that we have going on, right? The watery tree, of course. And the blue wheat sunflower. Alright, corn. Yeah, we need to fill up that island of corn for sure. We're looking more and more broke by the day here. Alright, so let's get a silo right here. It's a great spot for a silo. It's a good looking silo at that. Sunflower. And carrot, giant sheep. Yeah, let's grab more sunflower. You bet. Hard to go wrong there. Throw down another watery tree right here. And we see our water resource get very strong. Sunflowers. Alright, so we do complete our first corn island here. And of course, corn will recognize a decent buff, or at least it should, if it's all the same corn crop. Let's go with the silo right here. To really boost up that blue wheat, which in turn creates more water surplus for us. A melter, fuel cow, or wolf. I think the melter is a decent play here. Let's go with the melter. That will help us make some lucrative popcorn. From what I understand, the range of the melter has been nerfed. It used to have 2 range, now it only has 1. So we're going to have to keep that in mind as well. Play the antenna right there. Yeah, so you see the adjusted range here of the melter. It used to have, right, a 2 diamond around it. Now it only has 1. So with that, we're going to need some fuel now as well. So let me turn off nerd mode here for a second. And let's go with more blue wheat either. And let's go with it right here. Definitely makes sense to do so. I don't like the prospect of expanding here. We're really hurting for cash. Probably just be able to scrape the nickels together in the couch cushions to pay the tax man, but it's going to get ugly here soon. Giant sunflower. So our energy production is superior. So let's go ahead and take that. And we do get our second essence reward here. Home sweet home, golden chance, or paste bloom. We can do paste bloom. Let's sell. And let's see if we can get this to turn 80 without sinking the ship here. We'll certainly see. Need a fuel solution. Start getting that lucrative popcorn. So we actually do have one. It's our biofuel generator. We just got to draw it. Let's play the grapes. Let me think about this here for a second. What are we sitting at for sunflowers? We have 18 sunflowers in our hand. My goodness. Okay. Blue wheat selling for a grand. Sunflower paste selling for decent as well. I think you can probably make the argument that it's wise to expand here. So we're going to do it as a place to play the sunflowers, of course. More corn. We'll take some more corn. Alright, biofuel generator. We do get it in our hand now. Plus another silo. Got a lot of costly expansions going on here. But frankly, we need the biofuel generator. We need it pretty bad. So I think what I'll do is I'll put it right here. And that will solve our fuel woes for sure. And it'll get our melter functioning here and making popcorn for us. At least it should. Well, let's see. Wheat, crab, more corn. Yes. We are making popcorn, and it's a bit more lucrative than just regular basic corn, right? So that's good. You see the popcorn being created right there. Sunflower Islands. Let's go with the water well. Just to supplement a little bit more water. Doing great on water, of course. Doing great on all resources, actually. And let's play some grapes. Water chicken. Get more corn. Absolutely. We'll take more corn for sure. Alright, so we did just manage to get the income to pay the bills. So what I want to do... I mean, we could certainly add another corn island right here. You want to surround your corn with other corn islands, though. That's kind of the... That's kind of the niche with the corn here, right? That's a special property of said corn. And if we look here, so you can just search corn here and find it. +2 production if there are only corns on the island. +10 production per adjacent island with 16 corns in it. So that's what we're going for. It would also be useful to get veganism, of course. You get veganism, you don't really have to worry with a build like this. It's not going to do anything with the grapes yet. Wow, more sunflowers. My goodness. We will certainly take more sunflowers. We have paste bloom in effect. Might as well. Alright, so now let's take a look. There we go. So this corn island is being double buffed here. Of course. Be nice to get a melter on it. Do I maybe throw a melter here and just... not really concern myself too much with the sunflower? Maybe. It's certainly an option. We're making 12 grand a turn though, which is very nice. So I think what we can do from here is, let's go ahead and add the giant sunflower, which will be producing mightily at 583. And of course the giant sunflower will take half of your energy and turn it into sunflower seeds, which can then be sold for profit. So let's go with some more corn. Let's fill out this island right here. And we even get more corn. Very nice. Corn's a very strong crop. Especially if you're able to make, you know, popcorn with it. Popcorn just sells really well. And it's easy to make. I think I'm going to do this. It's going to harm our sunflower production just a little bit, but that's alright. Instead we get, what? Almost 400 more units of popcorn there. We'll be taking that all day. Let me see how well the popcorn's selling. 14 grand here. By far the staple crop. Or the staple product, I should say. More like. Alright, let's turn off nerd mode. Let's take a look here. So let's continue to expand our sunflower fields. Right on the blue wheat. Watery tree, absolutely. Grab that. Especially with arboreal bounty in effect. Day 79 so far. Not an animal in sight. And day 80 is next. So we are in a good position to get our first achievement. Well, our second achievement unlocked. First character unlocked. So save the animals 1. Get to turn 80 without any animals on the farm. We have done so. And as expected, we do have an animal unlock. Or a character unlock coming. Excuse me. Sorry. Dionysian rites. Let's take this one. It will work in a variety of ways for us for sure. Let's go ahead and get more corn down. Solar panel beans, antenna, female rabbit. So, I mean, we could add animals at this point, but we don't really need to. Like the idea of a veganism run. Even though we don't have veganism, right? And if you don't know what veganism is, it's an essence reward that is very strong as long as you don't have animals. So hopefully we come across that one here and I can kind of show you how strong it actually is. Doing good on income so far though, of course. Alright, cocoa tree. Do we go for the 50 tree one? With arboreal bounty, it's going to be pretty hard. So let's roll by the trees for now. Water tank. The water tank is a very good card as well. Could also go with the crusher for the giant sunflower seed. Get that on the giant sunflower seed to process the sunflower seeds just a little bit further. Why don't we go with that? Maybe we can set up a little operation up there. Man, how do I still have basic wheat left? Let's make a little trash island to be turned into fuel. Got a silo as well. Not a great place to play it. Let's go with the crusher right here. And this will take the 697 sunflower seeds and it'll crush them into crushed sunflower seeds. You get a melter on it. And then you can get roasted sunflower seeds, so we'll definitely be doing that. And we get that sunflower paste, actually. Olive tree, beans, wheat, carrot, apple tree. Let's go with the wheat. We're kind of not really doing carrots in this particular build. Carrots are one of those crops that it sort of synergizes together. It's also useful to have rabbits to really get the most out of them. But you can do some really, really strong carrot builds. Alright, let's keep playing corn here. Around our centralized melter. And let's play this basic wheat right here. 55k coming out of the bankroll, and that's quite okay. More crushers. Do we need more crushers? Not really. Water well, small fence. This is starting to get expensive here, folks. Let's grab a scarecrow. So I do want to see something here. I really love this search function. It's great. So sunflower seeds to the crusher makes the crushed sunflower seeds. to the melter makes the sunflower paste. And then if we can get a centrifuge, so that would be the next building that we're looking for here. Centrifuge to get the vegetable oil, which sells a lot better than the sunflower paste. It sells triple. And we have a very strong giant sunflower here. And I've actually noticed you can get multiple giant sunflowers. So I think that is certainly a win condition for us. Let's get vegetable oil and let's get multiple giant sunflowers. For our scarecrow, let's play him right here. The scarecrow does boost the production of any crop on the island it shares it with. Just by a little bit. And there is perhaps a little bit of slowage going on, but it's not as critical as it was in previous installments of the game. I'll tell you that right now. The drawing maybe is just a little bit slow, like the physical drawing of the cards. Maybe just a little bit slow, but the main performance issues I saw with the game previously was just like stickiness when you're going over the islands, right? Like trying to play a structure on an island and it would keep offsetting, right? This is a much more smoother experience. And we do secure the centrifuge there as well. So that's real nice. Put a water tree right there. Just bolster that water. More silos, don't really need them, but I'll take them just because it's expensive. But we're going to be getting vegetable oil now. So let's watch this production chain complete here. Boom, boom, and boom. We get the vegetable oil. 750 units here, folks. Selling for 20k. Very, very nice. It almost usurps the popcorn as our power product. It's about even, but either way, we're making good income. And we don't even have veganism here. All right, so for silos. I mean, obviously you want to play them adjacent to your blue wheat. So this would be a sensible island for a silo right here. Get some more blue wheat in here when possible, right? And we have more incentive to do so with our giant sunflower being as mighty as it is and only looking to get mightier. So good that we got a watery tree right there. We can... So we got monoculture here. Get to turn 100 using only one plant group. One plant group. I mean, we have all kinds of different plants going on here. I guess I don't know exactly what that means. But we do get veganism here, folks, and this is going to take this one into orbit here, folks. So if there's no animal in the farm, which there isn't, 4 times production to all crops. So if we look at it now, right? I mean, look at our core resources here. Our sunflowers realize a nice benefit, but mainly our corn is looking nice and mighty at 28. So really, really strong is the veganism. So we see popcorn, 100 grand. In just popcorn here, folks. And then 78 grand in vegetable oil as well. Sunflower paste doing well. I mean, it looks like the giant sunflower does benefit from veganism. I don't believe that was always the case. So that makes the giant sunflower very, very strong. Like, very strong. In fact, if I could get my hands on a few more of those. Another centrifuge. Do we need it? I don't think so. I'll grab it anyways. I don't feel like re-rolling. What I'm really looking for is some blue wheat. So let's go blue wheat. I'm fine just ending my turn a few rounds here. To avoid a very costly reroll, of course. And I'm also fine just casually taking some water wells here with this draw. Interesting seeing those kind of so late into the game. And a 2-stack at that. Alright. So So let's again just end our turn here. We're raking in the cash. We're doing good. Let's play the water wells right here, predictably enough. So there definitely is a little bit of slowing that's going on at turn end and the draw phase, but like I said, it's much less obstructive than it used to be. Fuel wheat or beans, fuel wheat. We could go with some fuel wheat. Let's throw a silo right here then. And another one right here. The fuel wheat is very strong on the biofuel generator, so we're going to take advantage of this. And we're looking good. All right, the tax collector cometh, 125,578. All right. You can take that. Barely even notice that. Solar panel chicken scarecrow. Gnome mill olive tree. Rerolling is getting very, very expensive here. Regular wheat or carrots. I mean, I'll go with the regular wheat just because I don't like paying $500,000 to re-roll. Just don't like doing that. So historically on the channel here, folks, what I've done with tarot cards is, I'll try to do like a specialized run, right? Where we're going for either a particular product or a particular build. And we're trying to just maximize that build as much as possible. Of course, some builds are better than others, right? And some builds were really laggy when compared to others as well. So that's particularly why I find excitement out of the 1.3 update here. It's because we're going to be allowed to, explore all of these other builds and get a little bit of length with them, right? I don't necessarily have to end at turn 200 because, the lag is just kind of unbearable, right? So I'm really excited for that. But this particular run right here, I just wanted to show you some gameplay. I wanted to show you some of the changes, some of the performance enhancements, the character element, the achievements. I wanted to get a few achievements unlocked, right? And just have some overall fun with, frankly, the game that got me started here on YouTube. So yeah, that's right. It was certainly Terracards. This is the game that kind of prompted me to start my own channel and just start having fun, start growing a community, start interacting and meeting, fine folks here on the interwebs, right? So I do appreciate and thank you for your viewership. You really have made this whole YouTube thing a great experience. And if you're new here to the channel, like I kind of already mentioned, if you're enjoying the content, we've got a lot of content, kind of like this, right? We're just playing some games live here and sort of talking through our decision making. So if you're enjoying content like this, please consider becoming a subscriber. If you are enjoying the tarot cards, if you're enjoying the tarot cards content, you can expect a lot more in the near future here. With the 1.3 update, it really does unlock just the refocus on this great game. And of course, I think 1.3 kind of creates a platform for this game to evolve even more, right? More content, just more of everything. More characters, more achievements, more of this and more of that, right? Definitely awesome stuff. And I know the development team has worked very hard on this update here. So if you are appreciating this update, swing into their Discord, tell them good job, right? You can also report bugs there. You can just give general props there, whatever you feel. Their Discord is a pretty active place. And it's a place where you can, of course, interact with the development team. From what I've seen, they do a really good job of, addressing concerns, responding to bugs, coming up with some hot fixes, on the spot. And they've been great people to work with. So, bunch of good stuff happening around this game, and you know, hopefully 1.3 restores the energy that was around this game, you know, several months ago. I mean, we've gone from the nice green islands to the snowy islands to back to green islands, right? Got Patient Asian just coming up with some just bangers, right? Some banger soundtracks for the game. And it's a community and a game that is indeed growing. So, you know, if you ever wanted to get in on Terracards, maybe you've just been kind of scoping it out for a while. Maybe you're not sure if you'd like it. Maybe you're curious about it, but you just haven't pulled the trigger yet. Well, now is a good time to get in on it because, you know, 1.3 is here. This is going to be kind of the new vision for the game. It's got the new engine, and it's something that I would assume the development team will just continue to expand upon and upgrade upon and add content to. So why not be here for the early portion of the newly released game, right? Why not be here early on? But that is, of course, your choice. Maybe you just like to watch content on it. And if that's the case, I definitely gotcha. So let's keep playing corn here. And as you can see, our income is doing really strong. And that's the power of veganism, especially, right? But we also have our Boreal Bounty that's doing good things for us as well. And I'm looking forward to new cards, right? New content. Got a lot of good stuff around this game. So we've got another full blue wheat island here. And of course, the more blue wheat we play, the stronger this giant sunflower gets. And keep in mind, so just this one giant sunflower is responsible for all of this vegetable oil. So 90 grand. And if we can maybe secure yet another giant sunflower, I'd be interested in that. All right, maybe if I can get another crusher. Actually, might have a crusher in my hand. All right, so what do we want to do here? I guess I'll take the fuel cow. I'm not going to use it, but I'll take it. I tried pressing escape there to kind of forfeit your draw, and it doesn't work. That used to be a thing as well. So we do have a melter. Yeah, so we have a melter, just not a crusher. I mean, is it really even worth going into production, vegetable oil production here? I mean, probably not. It's going to cut it down to 8. Yeah, it doesn't really feel like it. So that's definitely an instance where the game does slow down quite a bit, is when you have nerd mode on and you're trying to kind of navigate. I mean, you can easily remedy this by turning nerd mode off, of course, but that is certainly an observation made. Wheat, chicken, giant cow. Some more fuel wheat here. Yeah, we'll go with some more fuel wheat. Why not? All right, let's play some more fuel wheat. Let's play some more corn. And let's see, what do we have? 400k. Not a big deal. We get this chicken in the corn again. I mean, I think I'll take it. Just, I mean, none of these really apply. They all are relative to animals, but I'll take it. just to say we did. So that is definitely a new essence reward here. Alright, more sunflowers. We'll take some more sunflowers. Alright, so what I'm going to do here, folks, I'll take this to day 150. I do want to keep, given this is kind of like a release video, right? A video detailing some of the changes with the release. I do want to keep the length of it a little on the shorter side. Usually we go for about an hour. We usually take a build to turn 200 if we can get that far. That is, of course. But for the sake of this, you know, just wanted to preview some of the new features. Wanted to show you the new gameplay and obviously some of the new elements to the long-awaited 1.3. So let's take it 5 more days here, end on an even day 150. And then you can bet we'll be back at it. And of course, I'm going to continue to monitor this game and very interested in seeing how it continues to evolve. I mean, beyond some of the lag issues that we're seeing kind of at turn end and with nerd mode on, the physical playing of the cards, it doesn't lag really at all. And it used to lag bad. It used to make it really hard to play. So that is a definite improvement for sure. I mean, corn is still very strong. Veganism is still very strong. We got a few achievements unlocked. We got a character unlocked, so we can certainly take a look at what that new character looks like. And here is day 150 here. Perfect. So I'm going to back out of this farm here, folks. We'll just save and exit. And let's take a peek at... So as far as the achievements go, we did get monoculture. So this is +1 production to crops that are on islands that have only crops of the same group. Okay, that makes sense. Next level is get to turn 250 using only one crop group. Okay. And we have save the animals. +1 production to all crops. Next level, get to turn 250 without any animals on the farm. So this is just +1 production to all crops, even if you have animals. Okay, interesting. So that's very strong. And then I would assume the next level is +2 production, +3, right? Very cool. I really do like these achievements. And how about we check out... Let's check out the new character that we unlocked here. So this is the Cowton agent. The Muscurator. Okay, so the initial deck, he's got soy. He's got plant cows. I haven't seen that card in a long time. 1 watery tree and 3 apple trees. Interesting starting deck here. Plus, he starts with veganism. Starts with the veganism essence reward. Okay. So this particular character starts off with veganism. Very interesting. Vegan milk. Soy milk and milk are considered the same thing. Okay. Vegan cows. +2 production to plant cow per soy on adjacent islands. Okay, so this would be a fun little character to mess around with as well. Very, very cool. I like it. So, folks, I hope you enjoyed. This is Terracards 1.3, and like I've already alluded to several times, the 1.3 update is a big deal in the Terracards community. It's been a long time coming, and I think the game has really come a long way and will continue to improve and evolve, and I'm looking forward to all of the wonderful and exciting changes that'll be coming here for one of my favorites, Terracards. So if you share the same sentiment here, folks, consider getting the game for yourself. If you enjoy the Terracards content, please consider becoming a subscriber. Give the video a like if you're excited about the 1.3 updates. And I'll be catching you in the next video. Thanks so much for your viewership. I really do appreciate it.